Morning. It is November 23rd, Monday, November 23rd, 2020. It is 6:56 as I am live streaming this. You may be watching it at a different time, different date even. Thank you for watching. Fremont Lee, views and opinions expressed in this video were those of the person saying it. That's me, Fremont Lee. I have skipped a few days, and I don't mean I've actually skipped a few days. Jamie Lee Curtis, Terry Gilliam, Stephen Van Zandt, Scarlett Johansson, Mark Ruffalo, Mads Mikkelsen. They had birthdays on the 20th of November. There were others, but like Robert Vaughn and Rodney Dangerfield, and the late Alan Garfield, who was in Beverly Hills Cop 2, Lutz and whatever. He was in place of Ronnie Cox, who was supposed to be the police chief guy, whatever. Maybe it was 3. No, it was 2, because he did that whole, Eddie was doing that whole, I am Johnny Wishbone. But he was also in Teachers, 1984. That was the 20th. May have been the 22nd. I didn't write the date down. Because on the 21st of November, Goldie Hawn, Marlo Thomas, Lorna Luft. She was in Grease too. She's done other things, but that's the only one I remember her from. Bjork, Cherie Johnson. She was on the show Punky Brewster. The late Harold Ramis, Jack Kehoe, Al Matthews, who was in Aliens 1986 and The Fifth Element 1997. I want to say he played General something or other. Today is, as I said, November 23rd. Oded Fur, who was in Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo, and Resident Evil 2, I think. He was one of he was one of the SWAT team guys that ended up carrying through until his character blows up in the desert in that one, whichever one that one was. Franco Nero, Maxwell Caulfield, who was in Grease 2. He was in other stuff. I know there was a Supernatural movie. It was called, I don't know if it was called I think it was called The Supernaturals. With Nichelle Nichols, possibly. He's part of an army or military type thing. And I think it's supposed to take place like in the south of like Georgia, United States, where I don't know. It's been a long time since I've actually seen the movie. You figure I rented it on VHS tape. We've come a long way since that. Bruce Valanche, Sarah Karloff, daughter of Boris Karloff, Miley Cyrus, Vincent Cassel, Cassel, Chloe Coleman, who was in My Spy 2020 with I'm coming up with his Drax at the moment, but you know who I mean, that big guy. Writer Joe Esther Haas, who was wrote that one movie where Elizabeth Berkley is dancing, Showgirls. Jonathan Sadowski, who was Wade in Friday the 13th in 2009. and he played Trey in the movie Live Free or Die Hard. Lateef Crowder, Corrupt. Holly Shanahan, she was in a couple of, I think it's a she. All the pictures, I couldn't really see a face, or there was more than one person. Lily in one of the Power Rangers movies, and Camille. So I'm guessing it is a woman. She played different characters in different Power Rangers things. And to the late Michael Gough, or Go, Gough. He was Alfred in the George Clooney Batman movies. Boris Karloff shares a birthday with his daughter. Dominique Dunn, who was in Poltergeist. Robert Easton, he was in the movie Working Girl. At the end of the movie, he's like the big Texan guy that is either trying to buy the place or whatever, or owns the place. Steve Landisberg, who was on the show Barney Miller. He was also doing the U-Haul commercials, where I think it was a U-Haul commercial, on learning how to pack the truck. It's like, we're going to fit this 2-story house items into this truck. I'm running the dishwasher, so if you hear that in the background, that's what it is. I apologize. David Rappaport, who was in Time Bandits, 1981, and he was on a TV show called The Wizard, 1986 to 1987. I don't want to say he was like a MacGyver, but kind of. Susan Anspanch, Elmarie Wendell, who played Mrs. Dubček on Third Rock from the Sun, 1996 to 2001. She was the one that was renting the place to him, I guess. Composer Johnny Mandel, and the late Harpo Marx. That's out of the top 100 of 1,110. This is going to be a little sad right now. I found out yesterday evening that my friend Peachy28, we met playing Pogo online game. And then we became friends on Facebook. She passed away unexpectedly on the 19th of November. She ran a karaoke company type thing where she would do that on the weekends or something. She worked somewhere, I don't know where, gas station of some sort. I don't want to say like a gas station, but it was, she did something. I never actually knew what exactly, because when we talked, she'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?" "Oh, I'm good." "You?" "Oh, yeah." So I mean, friends on Facebook, friends. We talked, I think, more when we played Pogo, different games on Pogo. The game like Minesweeper, I would play. The word scramble with the gopher, where you make so many words out of the one word they give you. Then you get points for everything, and gopher would go along eating the carrots at the top, and then there's like the middle point where you reach like for points, and then it's like to the end. And if you took too long, the timer would run out, and the gopher would pop up going, "Hey," because like it got hit in the head with the mallet, like the whack-a-mole. That's what I was thinking of. But yeah, she was 52. I hope I'm not giving that too much away on that. And telling a woman her age, or telling people a woman's age. I'm 50, so it's But I found out yesterday she had passed away on the 19th, and I am saddened by that. I had cried myself to sleep, which I don't usually do. But we'd said at some that we would meet. Because oh, we should get together sometime. You could, whatever. I'm like, yeah, that'd be great. So that's never gonna happen. I don't mean to bring you down. I apologize. Um, so yeah, I'm doing this live. I ran the uh, cursor over. It's like, where can I pause this? Can I pause this? If I recorded this, then I could pause it, edit this out to where um, stuff. I don't have any movies to talk about right now. I did look up Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid on DVD. It is available, apparently. But then I started thinking, do I really need to spend my money on this? I mean, it was a good movie. Don't get me wrong. I'd love for there to be a sequel. Uh, I know. In the voiceover, Steve Martin as Rigby Reardon uh, hinted that there would be a sequel with a possible nude scene by the character's name, the lady that hired him, played by Rachel Ward. Um, and I don't know if Carl Reiner and Steve Martin were serious about that. I want to say Carl Reiner directed. I'm not sure. I think they both wrote it with a third person. I did mention that in a previous video. Um, but I don't remember. I think I had the video and it was like, oh yeah, written by so I don't know if they ever had plans to. I mean, I don't know if, because it was mentioned in the movie. I don't know if that was just something off the cuff when they were recording it, and they were like, "Yeah, that'd be funny." Let's, or because it's like National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1 with Emilio Estevez and Samuel L. Jackson, and you figure their captain was like, "You guys are gonna work out. You guys are good," and they're like, "Yeah, sequel." Never fucking happened. And if it did, it was one of those direct-to-videos piece of shit. Uh, let's hire different actors to play these people movie. You've seen that. Um, the original actors, Brandon, what's his face from George of the Jungle. He wasn't he either wasn't able to do the movie or he wanted too much something, so they recast him with somebody else, and the movie was not exactly. They even joked about it in the movie about how he wasn't available or that he was asking for too much for the studio to want to pay, or whoever pays the people the thing. Um, so yeah, it was just one of those. So they recast him in the character of George of the Jungle. So yeah, I don't know if they, because I know I went from Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid to something else to where they recast people to George of the Jungle. And because Steve Martin and Carl Reiner had a hand in the movie where they were co-writers of said movie. I don't believe they'd have given that up to give it to somebody else. I could be wrong, but I know that if they did a sequel, I'd go to the theater to watch it. Oh, World War III happening? I'm going to go watch this movie. People who go to the movies get killed. I'm going to go see this movie. I want to see this movie. You figure it's been 40 years, roughly, almost, since Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid came out, 1982, I believe. I know there was a scene in the movie where Steve Martin hides, the character Rigby Reardon hides in the bathroom from somebody following him. When he's leaving, he's got like something on his shoe. He says it's a toilet paper or a toilet seat cover, not toilet paper. At the time in which the movie is set, toilet paper or toilet liner thing wasn't really a thing. So, so it was most likely toilet paper, and then he leaves the bus station or whatever, or train station. He tells the cab driver, "Follow that car." Gets into the next cab. Okay, follow that cab. Then the voiceover is like, "Yeah, that's good thinking. Take both cars that are there so they can't follow." But yeah, they use clips of real movies, not real movies, like other movies. You figure, yeah. So I mean, I don't know if they do that for the sequel. If they did the sequel, because I know Carl Reiner had mentioned about how much that it cost them to actually use those clips of movies, which added a certain thing to it because it was like, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, and I liked it. It just I liked it. Um, I hope all's well with you. Things are okay with me at the moment, I suppose. I really don't know because my brain is not working right now. Uh, I have no idea what that is. It's always like a thing in my head where I'm like, although that actually sounds like something, but the me tapping on the table, I just I had pizza yesterday. Yeah. That was awesome. I gotta stop saying It's like, you ever watch interview with celebrity actors and they're like, yeah, it's like what? Yeah, no, yeah, it's like it's a good thing you have people writing things for you. Otherwise, you're a complete idiot. I mean, are you nervous in front of people answering questions? But yeah, it's just you get the. I was watching one, and she seemed like an intelligent person, but every response was like, yeah, no, it's like. To which, after like the fifth one, I was like, who's on the other TV? Who's on the other late night show? Of course, this was when Jay Leno was still hosting the Tonight Show. The first time, not the second time after Conan. And then NBC was like, fuck this shit. And then Conan went somewhere else, and now you have the two people in there. I don't mind what's his face, Fallon. He does that musical thing where not Skippy. He did that duet, Dick in a Box. He was in that one group. I don't know if it was Justin Timberlake. Skippy. But he'll do that like the acapella barbershop quartet thing which is usually 4 people, but there's 5 people, so it's like but they'll do the hip hop thing but as a quartet, a barbershop quartet. So all you're hearing is the thing, which I think is why Pentatonics is kind of became a thing. 2011, can you believe that? I was watching clips just recently on YouTube, and it was like 2011. It's been 9 years. Seriously? And Postmodern Jukebox. I mean, they're doing like a ragtime. I need to vacuum. Running my foot over the thing. I'm like, what the hell did I just step in? And it was like, oh, piece of food. Which, it happens. You eat a pizza by the second. Or popcorn or whatever the hell you eat. Anyway, Postmodern Jukebox is also a thing. They do the ragtime thing. You've heard, I think you've seen it or heard of them, Puddle's Pity Party, doing in a town of, or in a thing of done, you never count your money. That thing, the one with the by Lords, who in a town, it's in a town uptown. That just doesn't sound right. Royals. That was it. Royals. Da, 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 da. Dun, 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 dun. Hi, sober. Rough. Remember, the views and opinions expressed in this video are the person saying it. No, 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 no. Dar, 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 dar. What the hell is your problem? Although if somebody at work asks me, I'll be like, I have a list. You want that in any specific order or just random shit? Oh, well, need to white screen the thing. There you go. Got too dark, and then it was like, whatever. I hope all is well with you. I really do. I'm going on to. I'm just after 24 minutes on this. I hope I didn't bring anyone down talking about my friend who passed away. It is after 7. I'm gonna shower. I'm gonna get in the shower, and then I'm gonna take towels to the laundromat because somebody broke the washing machine here. I don't know what they did to it, and I don't trust it. I know they clean the ones at the laundromat daily, sometimes more than once, due to the fact that a lot of people use them. And I can't call the CoinMock people for the washer and dryer here because some idiot took the little sticker off that says this machine's number is 123 ABC. Not that that's what the number is on the thing, but it gives them a code to where they like, oh, okay, we know where that one is. We can fix it. I don't know if somebody was like, I'm so high. What's behind it? Yeah. Or if they're like, hey, they're gonna be fun, man. Yeah. Or, you know, whatever they happen to be thinking at the time, if they were thinking at all. I mean, we got signs. You know, we signed the lease. We're told that there's no smoking inside the hallways or the common areas of the apartment building. You want to smoke inside your apartment? Fine. You want to smoke outside? Fine. We got idiots standing in the hallway by the door going, I can't make them out really because they're just being loud and obnoxious and smoking cigarettes. They could be smoking cigarettes. They could be smoking something else. I don't know. Actually, I can tell the difference, but anyway. And there's a sign right there on the frickin' wall where they're leaning against that says no smoking in the. So it's like they should fucking know. It's like the carports. They should know because they were informed when they moved in that parking in the carports is extra. You want to park there, you need to register your vehicle with the place and pay extra each month for that spot. Although lately I have not had anyone park in my spot, which is awesome, as far as I know. Um, I have worked late in the morning coming home, so by the time I get home, they could actually be gone. If that is the case, awesome. If that is not the case, I will pull out my marker and say, you are parked in my spot. I pay for this spot. You do not pay for this spot. Please remove your car from this spot. It'll be on the driver's side window, you know. Hopefully they'd see it as they get in or something. I don't want to be a dick and put like a sticker on their freaking front windshield saying, you parked in a spot that does not belong to you. I mean, I could have their vehicle towed. I could be that kind of dick. I don't want to be that kind of dick. But I figure they know, okay, that person, that's somebody's spot. They park there. They pay for it. There's a vehicle. There's like there's like a section before there's a post. There's two spots in this area. There's two spots in the next area. I park next by the post. There is one vehicle that parks in between the two spots of the next post. So they two posts, two spots, they park right in the middle. If they are paying for both spots, I don't care. But if they have a friend over, I hope they're like, okay, now we're going to park to the side, you park to the side. If we park in the middle, you're going to have to park somewhere else because we don't want you parking. You know, I get that too. I do. I really do. It's because I have a few dings on my car that weren't there before, and I'm thinking, how the pushnickies did you get that? We just don't. I don't know. And you can tell there's like a little spot where the. I don't know if you've seen the outtakes of one of the Bad Boys movies, Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. Will Smith's character's car. They go through all this chase scene thing. Not a scratch. They stop at a place. Martin Lawrence opens up the door into that cement post thing that's right there. And he's like, "Oh!" And I don't know if they left that in the movie or if it was just the outtake. But if you're going to park your car somewhere, do not park it that close. to that thing, you know. I mean, but yeah, I don't know if that was the second one or the first one. Um, well, I'm at a half hour. I do hope all is well with you. I do thank you for watching. It is November 23rd, 2020. I'm hoping everything is all right. I really do. Um, I have half a pot of coffee. I've only had 2 cups. 2 cups. Um, I get the same as the mug that whatever, but I think I overfilled it with coffee grounds because the water level was up to here. The filter is up to here, so it was like because it was like, let me clarify. When the water filled, it went up to there. With the filter up to here, so it's like not that much difference, but there's a good chance I have coffee grounds in the coffee. You figure those old time coffee pots where you end up with coffee grounds on the bottom of the pitcher of the thing, craft, whatever you want to call it. Um, at this time, it would be on the bottom of the pot. Shelf right there. Anyway, but yeah, that and my brothers made coffee to where like every fucking day there's coffee grounds on the bottom of the pot. And I'm thinking, how do you do that? How? How I mean, then I'll remove the thing and there'll be coffee grounds there. There's coffee grounds on the counter. And I'm like, how do you work in a place where you make coffee, you make food, and you make a mess at home? How do you not clean that back up? How? Because he'll come in. I'm like, really? Is that even a real belch? That it cracks me up talking about it, but when it happens, it annoys the hell out of me. I'll be sitting here with my headphones in. Rah, 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 rah. You say something? Oh, the TV, man. The TV. Like, oh, okay. I don't watch TV. I have not watched TV in probably 5 years. So you figure all those ads that were on for like, vote for me. I approve this machine. I didn't have to watch any of those. Going out to the mailbox though, vote for me. I approve this. Fuck this shit. Fuck this. A lot of fucking shit could be recycled. They're putting all this money into this shit, sending. Oh, there we. Don't fucking care. Don't fucking care. Don't fucking care. I mean, I care how we are governed, but I do not. They're gonna do what's best for them anyway. They're gonna be like, I made money on her there. It's like, okay, boss hog, good job. Thanks for raising my taxes to support your hooker, prostitute, whatever the fuck you're doing. You figure this the what is it? They have a fund to cover their um fucking whores, whatever the hell you want to call. I don't know what that's called. They have like a fund for fucking whores. That's wrong. I apologize. That they have like their own. They have a fund set aside for people who sue them for getting them pregnant. So it's like all that money could have, if they'd keep their dick in their pants, all that money could go towards feeding the homeless, housing the homeless, feeding the hungry who are homeless, feeding the hungry who have homes. It's like, or an apartment, whatever. You know. And then you got that one lady who lives in a fucking big fucking house who's eating $12 pints of ice cream with her grandchildren. And when she talks, she sounds drunk, confused, something. And it's like, how the fuck can you afford $12 pints of ice cream when the people who live in your district are either homeless, can't afford anything, and you're sitting there eating your little fucking $12 pints of ice cream? And then the orange guy who's in office, based on information I've read and seen, he's got a peace agreement in the Middle East where they're like, okay, we're cool. We'll be cool with each other. And medical stuff and whatnot. Whereas the former president who had a thing, you were fined for not having insurance. I can't afford insurance, but you're going to fine me for not being able to afford insurance. Thanks a whole fucking lot. And Sniffin' Joe, I don't know how he fucking, I don't know why people would vote for him. He's been in office for 47 fucking years. You figure he wanted to keep segregation. And his running mate would get people of color longer periods of time in jail. Then people are going to, for those who voted, you had other people to vote for besides the Sniffin' Joe and the orange guy. You could have voted for anyone else at that point. And I don't know, those late rushes where they came in with a whole bunch of stacks of votes or whatever, and they were all for Sniffin' Joe, Sleepy Joe, whatever you want to fucking call him, Joe Biden, former Vice President Joe Biden. I find that hard to believe. I really do. But you figure President Orange guy, I don't know, he was a businessman who gave up, who's like, okay, this my business, whatever, on the side, back burner. And he was giving his presidential pay to different charities or something. But Sniffin' Joe, who's now a millionaire, I think. How do you become? I don't understand that. I really don't. And then people voted for this Sniffin' Joe. I call him Sniffin' Joe because it's like most of the, like I've a lot of the things he's like sniffing little kids' head, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Most people, that's like the weird uncle you don't let near the kids. It's like, get the fuck off me, you bastard. So yeah, I don't see why people would vote for him. I would have gone to a third party. because you figure it was Joe, Donald, third party, and there was like two others down there, and I'm like, you know what? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by his toe. Well, I'm gonna pick this one. Okay, I did not, I'm not the fuck, but for I did not pick Joe. I did not pick Donald. So it's one of those things. And you didn't see any of the other people who were on the ballot on the presidential thing going, you guys suck. Hey, shut up, man. I got a big brain. I'm smart. Yeah, I got a big brain. Small hands, big brain. Yeah. Uh, I don't know. I don't, but you didn't see anybody else on the debate any of the stages for the debate. In the one debate, the moderator was referring to Joe as Vice President Biden, and as was referring to the president as Mr. Trump. That would be President Trump. I mean, he is the president. But I don't know if that is the case where you would refer to him as Mr. But I think it would be President Trump because he is the president. But I don't know if you would refer to the president as Mr. Trump or as Mr. Unless it's a woman, it would be Mrs. of course, or Miss, depending on if whatever. I don't know. I'm over 40 minutes and I've just rambled a little bit on that. But I mean, some of the speeches that Joe gave, he was talking about. I used to go swimming as a kid, and kids run their hands up my leg and see my hair just stand up. And I like roaches because what the fuck is he talking about? I mean, aside from the tweets and whatever Donald would post, I don't get what the fuck he was talking about. That Kafefi, that way back, if you remember that, I think he was just tired and he wanted coffee, but he was sleeping. He's like tired. I need, like coffee. So it looked like Kafafi. That was my take on it. Like maybe he needs coffee because I don't know. I mean, you look at the board, at the keyboard, CO. The F is just slightly above the V, which is next to the C on QWERTY on the board. Where am I? There it is. There's the F. There's the V. So it's CO F. Maybe he hit the V. Where'd the E go? E. It's backwards. I'm looking in the thing, so give me a break. And then hits the F again. Maybe he accidentally hits the V, and then he hits the E. I mean, that's that's what I thought. It was like because he, could have been coffee. He was like coffee, but it came out kafafi. We all do stupid shit when we're tired. Okay, most of us do stupid shit when we're tired. I don't want to go to work tomorrow night or back to that place ever again. I mean, I'll shop there. That's but I do not want to go back to work there. I don't. You figure Thanksgiving, Christmas is coming up. With Thanksgiving coming up here in the US, people are buying food, and with the governor saying, "Oh, stay at home," and I get it, safety's sake, no, you don't want to get the thing, you don't want to take the thing, and I understand that, But I also understand I don't want to stay here. If I could win the Powerball or the Mega Millions or some shit like that to where I could get enough, I'd move. Would I move somewhere warmer? Maybe. But you figure if it's going to be warmer year round, what am I getting in return of that? Crocodiles, snakes. Snakes are here in Michigan. You figure Florida, warm. Um, you get the hurricanes, the thing. Texas, it's going to be dry, arid. You're going to get snakes, scorpions, rattlesnakes, probably. Not so much crocodiles, alligators, whatever you want to call them. It's just it's like, so would I want that? No. uh, so, wherever you live, you're going to have a problem with something. Um, you figure Washington, for some reason, it rains, what, 200 times? 200 days out of the year, roughly? I could be wrong on that. I am going to cut out. I'm going on 50 minutes. It's 20 minutes to 8, roughly. I'm gonna hope you have a good day. Hope you're having a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening. Please be kind to each other. We're all going through shit. It might not be the same shit you're going through, but other people are going through shit. So if they're sitting at a red light waiting to turn right while the people to the right are turning left, they could be going through shit, or they could just be a fucking idiot. You don't know. Then they wait till then the no turn on red light comes on and they go, and it's like, hey, so uh at the same time I'll be yelling at him going, will you fucking go? Go! Are you turning right? Fucking go! Go! Honk. Yeah, fuck you. No, turn on red. Great. Just fucking great. I mean, there was no one in the crosswalk, so I don't know what the hell they were waiting for. Oh, there. Oh, it's green. Yeah. I don't know how people. Oh, I got a second. It says no turn on red. I can go. Whoosh. What the fuck? That's my biggest complaint on that one. It's the one I always complain about because I want to turn right, and the person in front of me is sitting there going, "Duh, I got my license a month ago." Well, you can go. The people. I do hope all's well with you. I'm sorry, I kind of at that point. I need to shower. Maybe I don't need to. I don't know. You figure if you can smell yourself, other people could smell you before that. So you figure if you take a nap on a couch, you get up, do stuff, then go to bed that night or later that evening, whatever, later that day, and then get up. No, I smell good. And then you go to work, then you come home, do some stuff. Maybe you take a nap on a couch again, and you're like, "Ooh, I smell bad." Other people could probably have smelled you before that. So yeah, I like to wash my crotch, pits, face. Not in that order. Not in that order. It's face, pits, crotch. Because you go the other order. I cracked myself up. I'm sorry. I hope you're having a good day. Thanks again for watching. Take care.